Hello everybody, welcome to the crypto jungle. My name is Baloo the Bear, and here on the channel I try to keep crypto simple. We look at the price, we look at the fundamentals, we try to figure out what is a good project and what is a bad project. Happy New Year to everybody out there. It's been a while. I feel like it's been maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which in crypto, that's got to be at least 5 years worth of price action. So it's good to be back. Just a little bit of a test stream here. I have moved back to Mexico. I'm out of Canada, back in Mexico. Mexico is well known for having fabulous internet connections. Not. So I'm trying to figure out if I can get a stable stream here. So if things are choppy, I'll try and make some adjustments. Please give me some feedback on how the stream is doing. Let me know if I'm dropping a ton of frames. I'm showing some error messages on my side, so hopefully it's watchable, at least on your side, but please do let me know how the levels are, how the stream is looking, and if it is stable. So in today's video, I just want to do a quick market update. I don't got a ton of time. I got to get into the virtual classroom, which is starting in about 20 minutes. So it's going to be a shorter show. So apologies for that, but we can definitely take a look at Bitcoin, definitely take a look at the total market cap and Bitcoin dominance and see how we're poised for a 2022 market. So without any further ado, let's just get right into the price action, taking a look at the king of all crypto, and that is Bitcoin. Choppy stream plus great content equals Baloo the Bear identity. Keep it that way. Right on. I like it. I like it. All right. So we're going to start off with Bitcoin here. We're still inside of this macro accumulation range. This in Wyckoff is what's referred to as a reaccumulation after decline. So in a reaccumulation after decline, you have a nice rally into a distributional area. This is the distribution right here. And that came into a nice move to the downside. Let's get our ugly red arrow to the downside here. Let's make it red and ugly. So that was our big market-wide shakeout that really kind of reorganized the market, reorganized the liquidity, and we've been in an accumulation. The price action has been really tight. The price action has been ascending, and we are making higher highs and higher lows. So if we take a look here, we have a low going to a high, to a higher low, to a higher high, to again a higher low. A lot of people concerned about this area, but we have a very clear invalidation point below this low right here. So until we get a weekly time frame, a weekly close would be pretty definitive in my opinion. If we can get a weekly close below 40K, it's not going to look good. Actually, let's just quickly go over to the weekly chart. Let's get rid of some of these drawings here. We'll go over to the weekly and get that point. So we do not want to close below 43.2. If we get a weekly close below 43.2, that's not going to be very structurally healthy for this trend. So we do need to defend this area that we're at right now. So what I'm looking for here, if we just flick on the RSI here, we do have a couple areas of confluence, which is good to see. So volume tapering off. Okay, so we're seeing less trading activity. We're not seeing a ton of buying, but we're not seeing a ton of selling as we sit on top of this support range. Furthermore, as we sit on top of this support range, we have a little bit of a divergence occurring. We have some lower lows in the price action, as we have in the RSI higher lows on the daily time frame. So that's showing that there is more effort being applied to defend the level of the critical support. Sitting on critical support, bulls are stepping in, and the price momentum is wanting to hold this level. So as it stands right now, things are looking good. Now let's talk a little bit about the bearish things that we can see here. And most notably is the fact that price action is currently below the 200-day moving average. Typically in crypto markets and other markets as well, the 200-day is kind of that line in the sand between bull market and bear market. If we're above it, we're in a bull market. If we're below it, we're in a bear market. So if you are a purist and going strictly off of that, we're currently below the 200. We're currently in a bear market. But you know, we can dance with this level in a neutral, choppy environment for a while, and we can absolutely regain that. So it's not done for me just yet. You know, as we sit on top of this support, as we consolidate above this key level here, I don't mind us being below the 200 currently, but there's absolutely a potential that we do get a rejection from there. That rejection would push us through this level of 43 that I'm watching. And if we get that, if we get a move below 43, close on the weekly, it's not looking good, and it's not setting up, it's not starting the year off right in terms of a technical structure here on Bitcoin. So let's take a look at total market cap. Total market cap on logarithmic, not fabulous, as we have fallen out of the logarithmic channel. There is a potential that we get bought back into this channel. We did break above the resistance, the downward sloping line of resistance here that I've drawn here. So we're not seeing this in Bitcoin's structure. Bitcoin doesn't have this break of that downward sloping line of resistance, but the total market cap does. And we're kind of seeing a little bit more resilience and a little bit more strength with the altcoins when compared to Bitcoin. There's not a lot of retail investors who are too excited to buy Bitcoin, but we have a lot of retail investors who are still wanting to buy and prop up the price of a lot of these altcoins. So pretty interesting metric. We're still macro neutral right now. We need to break out of these consolidations, break above, you know, in total market cap, we need to break above 3 trillion. If we can bring the total market cap above $3 trillion, it's looking really good for continuation. A lot of the fundamentals would support continuation. If you take a look at some of the on-chain data, which I unfortunately don't have time, nor have I prepared any of the on-chain data today on today's stream, but we'll look forward to that in the coming streams. There are no indicators of large market-wide selling. In fact, it's the contrary. A lot of the on-chain data is showing continued accumulation. This is further exacerbating the supply issue. There is a ton of supply that is being sucked up by the market and going into long-term investment, long-term holders, long-term wallets. So that's a very bullish sign. But the bullish and the fundamentals of the on-chain doesn't always correlate with the short-term price action that we see in the charts due to the order books and the trading. So we do need to overtake this level right here of about $2.4 trillion. So we need to get above that. We're kind of looking at the same thing in terms of Bitcoin. We have these levels that we need to overtake. Once we can get above that, things are looking peachy. But as long as we're below it, there's, you know, we're neutral. So it is what it is on that. So speaking of altcoins, let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's structure is really, it's doing better than Bitcoin's structure. I like the higher high, higher low structure. It's just holding the top end of the range. We're kind of forming this, I guess you could look at it as an ascending triangle. I don't focus too much on that. The important thing is just the ascending highs. So anytime we come down for a dip, there's buyers stepping in and they're willing to buy at higher and higher prices until we can break above this macro resistance, this macro area right here, which we attempted to do here. We had an up thrust right here. We did get rejected, coming back down to support. So this will probably be the last kind of attempt. If we are unable to get above $4,300, if we're unable to get above 43 and stay above 43, likely the shift of momentum will be to the downside, and we'd be looking for bearish price action and a much larger structure that would be quite uncomfortable for a lot of the altcoin traders out there. So do be prepared for both scenarios. We're currently sideways, we're currently in chop. If you don't have a cash position to take advantage of dips, I'm still macro very bullish crypto. I still am macro thinking that we are not in a long-term bear market. I do think that we are poising for a bull market, but the short to medium term, there's a lot of volatility, especially right now as the liquidity is low. The liquidity will begin to pick up near the end of the month. So hopefully as investors come out from the holiday buzz and the holiday cheer, they're looking to invest in crypto, and we'll be able to see that in the charts. So looking forwards to that. Let's take a look at A few side chains. So one of the common themes that I think will be occurring moving forwards is side chain development. There's a lot of great Ethereum compatible side chains where we're seeing a lot of liquidity go to. So most notably Matic, Avalanche has been on an absolute tear, Phantom, a lot of these side chains, these scaling solutions, not really scaling solution, but a place where liquidity can go that's Ethereum compatible while we figure out ETH 2.0 are doing really, really well. So we can take a look at Matic. Matic has nice structure, again, very similar to Ethereum. We're wanting to see, a break above. I'm looking at this area of support. It doesn't have to hit. Avalanche, looks like Avalanche is going into a much larger accumulation. Potentially, we could even see us begin to come down to maybe the $70 mark. I would probably be looking to scoop around $80 or $90 personally. And I would, if I was to guess, I think we would probably start forming some sort of ascending triangle formation inside of here. But there's definitely the potential for a much larger accumulation inside of Avalanche. Avalanche is a great chain, very fast, very cheap, and there's a lot of liquidity going there. Phantom is doing quite well, but I'm not convinced that we're going to break out of this consolidation just yet. So I'd be watching to see if we do get a clear break above this level right here. But overall, the side chains, I think, are going to be a really good bet in the market overall. Going into 2022. So if we start seeing some volume come in and a nice clean break above 315 inside of Phantom, I think that could be fodder for a rally. But again, we do need Bitcoin to cooperate. We do need the total market cap to get above 3 trillion. We need to have these benchmarks take place before we can really get too bullish on a lot of this stuff. One thing that I do think is quite bullish, and we'll take a look at it right now, is Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance is finally broken below that 40% level. Now, I've been saying this for a while. This is kind of the key to the altcoin season. We do need to start trending below. We've gotten new wicks, the lowest percentage that we've seen in Bitcoin dominance yet here. So it's looking really, really good. I want to see us get some more closes. I want to get a close on the weekly, and I want us to really start to get below this 40% level in Bitcoin dominance, because this is what I anticipate to really kind of strike, to really spark off the altcoin season. So we're trending in the right direction. The further this chart goes down, the more liquidity is going to altcoins and other crypto investments. So I'm liking where this is at. We're seeing little tiny signals of a long-term bull market, but the short-term price action is really kind of causing us to not have conviction one way or another. So be prepared for downside volatility in the event that we have it. Have a little bit of a cash position ready to buy in the event we do get these dips. But if we get these dips, in my opinion, these dips are going to be fantastic buying opportunities. I think that the fundamentals are strong. I think that the on-chain data is showing us that we are in accumulation. When we have this much accumulation going on, it's just setting us up for a nice bull run. So when that bull run takes effect is yet to be seen, but it's looking good overall. It's just the short-term price action is making people really nervous. And rightfully so. We're at a big inflection point. Okay, so how much time do I got? I don't have very much time, so I'll just say hi to you guys in the chat, and then we'll close it out here. Choppy stream, happy new year, Shasvat. Good to see you in the stream. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while, especially in crypto times. Sorry, Jenny, hello. Mika Mota, hello, how's it going? Western TV, good to see you here in the stream. Looks good and stable, good, blurry-ish, but it's smooth, good. Welcome back to Mexico, amigo. Glad to be back. DGB. What do I think of convex and curve? I think convex and curve, there's a very interesting narrative that is building with convex and curve. I'm actually going to make a dedicated video, but I think that we're pretty bullish on both of those assets. Do your own research as to what you think I could be looking at. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can watch that video when it is released, because it's an interesting topic and there's going to be a lot to talk about there. Gravy Train, how's it going? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's all about BTT, the new BitTorrent coins this year and on, potentially. Is Link about to rally or fake out? Yeah, I'll take a look at Link, and then I do got to get out of here. So we'll take a quick look at Link. About to rally, it's looking good. So we did get this break, the downward sloping line of resistance. We've done that twice. We've come down and tested it, currently below the 200-day moving average. So we're going to want to see us get above that level. So if we can break above that and get above the trading range, then it could be looking good. But as it stands right now, you kind of missed the entry opportunity. The entry was down here. So you don't want to enter right here because we're right under a resistance. We're under the 200-day. It's a very strong resistance. We're also under the resistance right here. So if you're looking to short Link, this is the area where you would short. You know, I'm typically not shorting things right now. There's not conviction one way or another. So until we get clarity in the market overall, it's long, baby. Just accumulate. Do what the whales are doing. The whales are accumulating. Why aren't you? All right, so yeah, that's what we'd be looking for on Link. We got to get that break above 34. Chainlink's kind of a weird one for me. You know, it's not clear as far as the demand, but you know, a lot of people are willing to speculate it. A bet on Chainlink is a bet on crypto development, and development is really important inside of crypto, so it's a pretty safe bet to take. But yeah, the price action lately has been non-committal, along with a lot of the other things in the market here. So as far as fake out, breakout, we haven't really had a breakout just yet. We're just coming back up to the top of the range. This is going to be the area to really focus on right here. We need to get a break above here. Get a break above here, we're laughing. Look, Link, ETH, you will laugh. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, Link... It's hard to outperform Ethereum, just in general. So we'll take a look at the ETH pair. And let's go to the weekly. So pretty much since the peak here in August of 2020, it's been in a downtrend. It's been really hard to outperform Ethereum if you're a Chainlink holder. And furthermore, if we go to the DPI, is it DPI? Yeah. Index, DeFi Pulse Index. Same thing on ETH. You know, a lot of DeFi protocols in the long run have not been outperforming ETH. So what that means is, although the price action is crazier and you see these bigger moves in a lot of these DeFi tokens, the long-term bet, the long-term investment, ETH wins. ETH has been outperforming. I know it doesn't feel like it, but these are the facts in the charts. The facts are showing you ETH has been the better bet. So we could see a little bit of that narrative change in 2022, but until we see it showing up in the charts, we can't really speculate. We can't really front run any of those bullish ideas until they become realities. All right, so that is all the time I have for today. Short and sweet. Sorry I couldn't be a little bit longer, but we do have more streams coming up and some better produced content for 2022. That is my goal. So if you are not already subscribed, please consider it. Nobody's twisting your arm, but we'd like to see you here. And yeah, that's all the time I got. Leave it a like, hit subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.